What's going on? Yeah, you're freaking me out too, buddy. You need to quit and go to bed. Go to bed. Sleep. Alright, so we return to another episode of Herpaderp. He could hardly refuse a request. Those groceries were going into his and Yuri's stomachs after all. But upon hearing their conversation, some of their classmates jumped in.
おやおや天川くんに飛ばさん
新婚気分ってやつですよあれはじゃあ真っ白い新妻なんかエロい響き
Well then, alrighty.
もうみんなそんなんじゃなほら夏彦んちってお母さん忙しいからさ
怪しいな純粋な親切心だけで毎日そんなことできる
できますともこの鳥羽真白さんは
Shear's declaration only incited shrill squealing from the girls, and it made Natsuhiko uncomfortable.
ほらもういいだろ
ちょっと夏彦
Natsuhiko pulled Mashiro by the hand as if to escape from the classroom.
あのな真白
Look,
このクラ
Mashiro.
スになって半年経ってんだぞみんなも事情分かっててわざとからかってんだからいちいち真面目に取り合うことないの
Well, I mean, she technically was being pretty honest, so I can't really go against that. Mashiro responded as if she had never considered the thought.
やれやれまったく
Natsuhiko lightly karate chopped Mashiro on the head.
いやお前には感謝してるけどさ変な噂立てら
It really seemed as if Mashiro knew nothing of the situation. Ah, she's really such a kid. Natsuhiko sighed silently. Why can't you just avoid their questions with some non-committal answers? Natsuhiko was one to conduct himself well in the class. He had a fair amount of friends and nobody in particular hated him. It was for that reason that they were able to tease him like that. But to the very end, Natsuhiko was merely exerting conscious control over his interpersonal relations to live a fulfilling school life. He tried not to make any needlessly deep relationships, and he didn't want to reveal too much about his private life either. That's just tiring. That was how Natsuhiko thought, but not Mashiro. She would associate with anyone up front. She hated lies and lived with steadfast honesty, which is probably why she could not understand Natsuhiko's worldly wisdom. And so, like always, Natsuhiko gave up.
まあいいそれより
センター街のショッピングエリアあそこの
そうかそりゃ見逃せない売り切れる前に行こう
Okay, well, so far everything's going alright. The two of them carried on their cliched household conversations as they left school. After leaving school, Natsuhiko and Mashiro took a bus to the heart of the city. Right beside the bus stop was the shopping area. There stood a staggering amount of people.
でもせっかく来たんだし
虎穴にいらずんばなんとやらだね
Natsuhiko and Mashiro marched into the shopping area in high spirits. About an hour later. Upon exiting the building, Mashiro stretched as she spoke.
いや
買いすぎちゃったねじゃないよ
Natsuhiko complained, but both his arms burdened with bags. In addition to doing the groceries, Mashiro also stopped by a second-hand toy shop in the shopping area and made some purchases there. Wow. No, she didn't. Of course she would. She bought old anime figures and magazines, data discs, and other various goods beyond Natsuhiko's
まっ
comprehension.
たく人に荷物持たせて
だって貴重なお宝がいっぱいあった例えばこのアニメーズ2002今じゃ伝説と呼ばれてる某アニメ監督の特集記事が載っててさ
Mashiro started talking about the 10-year-old anime magazine she just bought.
監督の代表作といえば国営放送アニメ超能力少女ビヨンドビヨンド
Oh wow, okay.
その幻のラジオドラマ版が付録のデータディスクにまるっとさらに監督の貴重なインタビューと設定資料なども30ページ掲載 それが当時の定価で売ってるんだもの。これはもう買うしか。
Jesus, are you gonna orgasm while you're talking too?
すごいのかもしれないけど価値が全然。
ダメだね夏彦。目の前にある大切なものが見えないなんてあなたは悲しい人ねだよ。
なんだそれ。
ビヨビヨの名台詞。アニメ版だ。
ああそうですか。どうでもいいけど。
One of Mashiro's bad habits was that she frequently quoted lines from anime and manga, but without the context of the lines, they didn't really have much of an impression. Most of these so-called famous quotes of hers were like
ま
that.
ったくいいじゃ。
そんな言葉市民権を得すぎて今や死語だもんね。
まあいろいろと趣味を持っているのはちょっと羨ましいかね。
無趣味だもんね夏彦は。どう？これを機に漫画に映画、ゲームにアニメ、いろいろと夏彦に。
わざわざ教え込まなくったって少しは僕も知ってるぞ。超感覚戦士ビヨンダーとか、あと
ビヨンダーしか知らないじゃん。まあ夏彦。
さすがにもうああいうの見たりはしないけどな。
ああ寂しいね。
Natsuko smiled wryly at Mashiro's disappointment. She really got along with Natsuko as if they were easygoing boys. Fuck. But she also had the disposition of a caring elder sister, and it wasn't uncommon at all for her to help him out. She's a good kid. The only troubling thing about her is her otaku hobbies. Her natural boyishness seemed to have guided her in an increasingly peculiar direction as the years went by.
まあいいさ。それよりそろそろ帰ろう。
Two of them headed to the nearby bus stop.
次のバスいつ？
When's the next bus stop? Bus.
10分後くらいだね。
よかった。そんなに。
The two of them stood there and waited for the bus. Shido whispered, gazing at the city.
それにしてもさ。
最近街の人口自体が。
Natsuko looked around at the surrounding cityscape. Rokume City was a small provincial city. However, it was home to more than 300 research facilities and over 10,000 researchers. It was a research university town leading in Japan's cutting-edge science. The facilities covered a broad range of topics, some key examples being nuclear power, biology, physics, medicine, life sciences, environmental science and technology, space research and development, natural disaster prevention, computer science, materials engineering, laser engineering, clean energy, nanotechnology, and finally, BC. Nuclear power and BC research in particular received copious amounts of national funding and were thus heavily pushed. Despite energy deficiencies being a global issue, no country had secured a supply of safe and high-quality energy. Traditional power generations had been carried out worldwide until the early 21st century, but was no longer acceptable. And yes, I was talking while I was yawning at the same time. It really was weird. Innovative results, including the quick implementation of nuclear fusion, were expected. And for that reason, both the government and the researchers fervently focused on nuclear power research. BC, on the other hand, garnered focus for a completely different reason. BC research was still an extremely undeveloped field full of uncertainties in its underlying theories, but the unknown cannot be left unknown for long. It was uncertain in which ways research would progress, but it was said that the possibilities were endless. So from a scientific perspective, the secrets of BC had to be unraveled post-haste. And to that end, both BC researchers and communicators alike were treated favorably in the city in terms of taxation and the like. Likewise, Natsuko and Mashiro both were beneficiaries of such efforts.
やっぱりコミュニケーターの数も。
らしいよ。まあ僕らにとっては。
Though it was a city of communicators, the city as a whole hardly had any of the untargeted telepathy conversations that the school had. Misuse of BC was prohibited by city ordinance, with the premise of Fukume Academy and a certain few other institutions being the only exceptions. One or two violations would go overlooked, but any intolerable misuse would soon earn you detention
まあ
and
賑わ
reproval.
うのはいいことだ。少なくとも寂れるよりはさ。
そうだね。私もこの街は好きだよ。科学と豊かで治安も良くて言うことなしだよね。
そうだな。一点を除けば。
Natsuko gazed at the map provided at the bus stop as he spoke. Depicted at the edge of the map was a large hexagonal
一
building.
点を除けば
なあ、ラボのことを除けば。
Right as Natsuko began to speak, he spotted something beyond the map and gasped.
どうしたの？
Something wicked this way comes. Hello there.
あの車、なんか様子が変じゃないか？
Natsuko had caught the side of a car weaving back and forth precariously out of its lane. It strayed off the road and started heading towards Natsuko and Mishiro at the bus stop.
ま、
Right after Natsuko pulled Mishiro by the hand, the sound of the intense impact rang out. The car had crashed into the roadside trees right beside the bus stop, but that still was not enough to stop the momentum of the car, which then started to spin out, only stopping once it collided into a streetlight.
真城、大丈夫か？
でも
The crashed car was smashed in the front. The doors were horribly crumpled. As a result, the driver was trapped in the car without any easy way out.
落ち着け、真城。僕ら素人じゃあれは無理だ。救急車を呼ぶべき。
何言ってんの？目の前
Ignoring Natsuko, Mishiro ran straight towards the scene of the accident.
おい、ま。
He looked at the car as he screamed. And realized that there was a familiar face sitting in the driver's seat.
浮田のおじさん。
It was Natsuko's neighbor and his mother's coworker, Keiji Ukita.
おじさん
Ukita had no conspicuous injuries. However, he appeared to not be fully conscious, perhaps due to a concussion.
なんだ？事故か？珍しいなこの町で。
Onlookers gathered all at once. Well, ya done goofed. Bushido yelled, ignoring them.
待っててください。今
But then... Oh no. Oh no. I know what that is. An odd dripping noise could be heard mixed in with Mishiro's voice, and a noxious scent could be smelled wafting through the air. Gasoline? The impact of the crash had caused the gasoline to leak and start evaporating. In this day and age, most passenger vehicles were electric. This particular car, however, was a hybrid, a dying breed. If the impact of the crash would start a fire, there'd be an explosion. Bushido's gonna get caught in it. The moment that thought crossed Natsuko's mind, something snapped in his head.
離れろ、真城。ガソリンだ。
Mashiro reflects as he jumped back upon hearing that thunderous voice. No, not just Mashiro. All the onlookers shrank away from the looks of surprise on their faces. Uh-oh. Even Natsuko himself was surprised. That mental voice stopped everyone in visible radius in their tracks. Natsuko's telepathy reached the minds of everyone. Oh, way to go! But that wasn't the time to be surprised. That's right, gotta call an ambulance. Natsuko took out his PDA with that in mind. Brought up the phone function, dialed 119. The line connected immediately.
事故です。自動車が該当車内に人が取り残されてます。
通報ありがとうございます。
六名学園高等部生徒。
いや、失礼しました。
センター街のショッピングエリアの。
わかりました。ちょうどその場所付近に避ける人員を直ちに向かう。
And thus the call center hung up. When Natsuko put away his PDA, he found Mashiro had come up beside him.
事故
Natsuko answered ambiguously. He never expected that he could have used BC himself, because he hadn't ever used it before in his entire life. Why do I get the feeling that was a particularly strong use of telepathy?
いや、それより今は。
Kita appeared to be truly stuck. Since the gasoline got even stronger, the car could have exploded at any moment.
落ち着け。今救急が。
Mashiro nodded. Natsuko, Mashiro, and all the onlookers watched over the car in bated breath. Soon enough, the sound of siren could suddenly be heard, and its source was an ambulance and a long red vehicle like a fire truck. Two cars stopped by the scene of the accident, and out of the red truck jumped two women.
現状はここですか?
Is this? One of the women shouted and looked at Natsuko. Based on their orange uniforms, they appeared to be rescue workers.
通報したの。
わかりました。早く安心しなって。
はい。ほら、真白。
Natsuko grabbed Mashiro by the hand and took her further away from the scene of the accident. Rescue worker's voice
モル
rang
ベ
out.
状況は周辺に火器なし。ガソリンの揮発やや多し。では放水を。静電気を了解。
A male squad member's voice added to that noise as well.
放水終わり次第ドアを開口。救急は担架の用意。急げ。
He bellowed out commands at the scene of the accident, and after the hosing was done, oh my god. And in the blink of an eye, Okito was rescued.
はいもう大丈夫だよ。
The onlookers cheered. The female squad member smiled triumphantly as she laid Okita down on the stretcher. Yeah. Mashiro cheered as she watched the female squad member at work.
それより行こう。おじさんがし。
Natsuko and Mashiro rushed up to the stretcher the rescue squad was
おじ
carrying.
さん。
ああ、夏彦君に真白君か。
Peter got off the stretcher once he noticed the two of them.
あ、ちょっとダメだよおじさん。
いや、すまないが、ちょっとだけこ。
Squad member hesitated for a second, but then nodded reluctantly.
いいんですか？
大丈夫だよ。
よかった。心配し。
それよりも、さっき。
ええ、おそらく。
そうか。
Okita fell silent for a moment, then gazed at Natsuko before
いい
continuing.
か。よくこれから君の周りでおかしなこと。気憂ならいい。いや、きっと気だが一応。
Natsuko was bewildered and did not understand. Leaving his cryptic warning at that, Okita was taken into the ambulance, leaving behind only Natsuko, Mashiro, and some of the onlookers.
夏彦が BC 使ったから条例違反を心配しているのかな。
いや。
He had a feeling that that wasn't quite it, but he didn't have any idea what else it could have been. In that moment, someone caught his sight out of the corner of his eye. When he got a better look, there stood an unfamiliar girl holding a stuffed animal. She was standing among the whispering onlookers from a distance, looking directly Natsuhiko's way. Is she looking at the accident? No. At me? The girls seem to be wearing the same Rakume Academy High School uniform as Natsuko and Shiro, but who is that? Have I ever seen a blonde girl like that at this school? Pardon me. Her piercing eyes seem to conflict with her completely disinterested expression.
真白。
Feeling something of unrest from the girl, Natsuko stepped up between her and Mashiro, and with a defiant posture, he glared back at the girl. But eventually, the girl looked away and left.
あ、
Mashiro didn't seem to have noticed the girl's presence.
なんでもない。帰ろうか。
Okay. That night, Natsuko and Mashiro told Yuri about the incident as they gathered around the dinner table.
そうなの。いやー、
Despite how tense Mashiro was right after the accident, she was now back to her cheerful self, excitedly telling the tale.
事故現場に遭遇したと思ったら夏彦がいきなりいっぺんに2つもビッグイベントが起きてさ。
テレパシー？え、ヒコリンが？
ああ、
その時だけ？
そうみたい。火事場のバカ力ってやつだったの。
After Natsuko had seemingly gained the ability to telepathy, he tried to use it again on Mashiro on the way back, but Natsuko was unable to send even the feeblest of messages, much less reproduce the large-scale telepathy he used
まあ
back then.
別にいいさ。伝えたいことがあったら声で
ありゃ、ほんと BC。普段の態度は BC 使えないことに対する負け惜しみじゃなかった。
でも
だな。
あら、BC 使えない者同士気が合うんだね。なんかちょっと疎外感だ。
Just as Mashiro implied, Yuri was completely capable of using BC as well. She had rank C aptitude, but hadn't practiced much at all. Yuri didn't seem to like BC at all that much either, so Natsuko quickly tried to change the subject.
しかしおかしな一日だったな。
だね。それにしても
さあね。ADS がシステムエラーでも。
Rakume City was the first in the notion to adopt trial runs of ADS, that is, automatic driving systems. Cars inside the city were all equipped with that system. You just entered a desired address and your car safely took you to your destination.
でも ADS の故障なんてめったに起きないでしょ。事故率は人が運転する時のわずか 4%。
とはいえ 0% じゃないだろ。やっぱり全てコンピュー。
Despite data suggesting automatic driving to be far safer than human operation, there was still something about it that seemed unreliable. And when Yuri heard this discussion, she muttered in a trembling voice.
外。
Natsuko twitched at her statement. But without revealing so much of a hint at the gut reaction, he smiled at Yuri and reassured her.
大丈夫だよ。家でのんびりしてれば危険な。そうそう、それでいいよ。誰かみたいに。
おやー、それはもしかして私。
批判と言ったら言い過ぎだけどさ、自分の身も顧みず行動するっていうのは。
Mashiro's kindness was a good thing, but her lack of prudence was one of her weak points.
夏彦にはオス度が足りないね。
And shots fired.
オスドって、お前は女の子が危険なところに飛び込むのを見て
心配ですと。
Ooh, shots fired back.
そりゃそうだ。つい忘れがちだけど。
そういえば。
Oh shit, that was a double shot. Oh, oh, take that, Mashiro.
まあ心配かけたのは謝るよ。でもさ、そういう夏彦だって昔はどんどん危険に飛び込んでいったじゃん。
And the counter shot. Well, we're back to square one.
え？
Natsuko found himself at a loss for words in the face of the embarrassing point. Called it. Haha. Oh, that was fun. Yuri smiled and started speaking again.
そうだね。ヒコリンもやんちゃだったよね。
Mischievous boy.
危険なところがあったら。
確かに僕も昔は。
As Natsuko answered, he recalled his childhood days. Seen about a decade old, back in those days, Natsuko was something of a leader among the children. If there was anything interesting, he'd leap right into it without any regard for danger. If he saw a kid getting bullied, he'd go through any lengths to protect them, even if it meant facing a bully bigger than him. And uncharacteristic of a boy his age, he was a kid who would play with girls even if it meant other boys making fun of him.
おーい、ユーリにましろ。遊び。
Two young girls were spotted to the young Natsuko's voice.
公園行こうよ。
よし、それじゃあ今日はその犬どこだ？犬いたら返事しろ。
ヒコリン、お返事。
よーし、それじゃあ夏彦、どっちが。
おう、それじゃあ負けた方が。
もうすぐに。
Brat boss Natsuko and tomboy Mashiro had something of a boyish rivalry. Since they both always lived in the same neighborhood in Rokume City, they were already acquainted before they could remember. And once Yuri moved in, the three of them quickly became friends. They had many friends, but they most enjoyed playing with just the three of them. They would go on faraway tests of courage.
大丈夫だよユーリ。
真っ白、声震えてるぞ。
Or practice BC together.
諦めるなよ。
They didn't just play outside either, they also visit each other's houses.
邪魔しも。はあ、夏彦の千尋。
めんこ、それか。
古いよ夏彦。アニメ見ようよ。ビヨンドビヨンド。みんなで5本読ま。
じゃあベーゴマやりながらアニメ見て。
そんなにいっぺんにで。ヒコリンよ。
Yuri was 2 years older than the other two, but the age difference was inconsequential. Their hobbies and personalities were all over the place, but the three of them were always together. As long as they were all together, they had fun no matter what they did. Oh. And their relationship continued even now. The boys were really dead set on making fun of me back then, huh? But thanks to his perseverance, he was able to build the interpersonal relationships he had now. The familiar relationships one builds from childhood are nigh irreplaceable. And that's exactly why one can both scold someone and worry about them at the same time.
まあ今考えるとみんなを振り回。
そう私は
いや、やっぱり平穏が一番だよ。身の回りが平和であってこそ。
Mashiro's mood seemed to me to more or less improve after being praised for her cooking. Naturally, Yuri joined in too.
マシロ、このお魚すご。
だな。これなんて魚？
そりゃタチウオっていうの。崩れや。
すごいなマシロ。
だな。もはやプロ顔負けだ。
そりゃ褒めすぎ。でも悪い気はしない。もっと褒めて。
The simple change of topic, the smiles returned to the dinner table. Natsuko found such peaceful times to be the most pleasant. Reality is a dream. Your dream at night is reality. Eventually, dinner came to a close, and after a little time spent chatting, it was time for Minishiro to go home.
それじゃあ夏彦にユーリ、また明日。
She made her usual
マシロ、
farewell.
たまには送っていこうか。
いいのいいの。どうせそれじゃあ
Mishiro returned their words with a smile as she left the house. Once Mishiro left, there wasn't much for them to do. They basically just relaxed until nighttime came.
シャワーでも浴び。
はーい、どうぞ。
Yuri would apparently take her baths during the daytime in consideration for
それじゃちょっ
Natsuko.
と失礼するよ。
And with that, Natsuko headed to the bathroom. After a simple shower, he brushed his teeth and went back to the living room. Yuri was there reading a book, waiting for him.
おかえり、ヒコリン。
ただいま。
ヒコリン、もう寝る？
いいね。それじゃあホットミルクでも入れようか。
飲む。
了解。
Natsuko answered firmly and then headed to the kitchen. Both Natsuko and Yuri loved hot milk. Natsuko warmed up hot milk for two and returned to the living room.
はい。
ありがとう。
Natsuko and Yuri sat on the sofa surrounding the
Yuri?
table.
今日はど。
ね。
Now that she mentioned it, Natsuko remembered that Yuri had started knitting this summer to make presents for Natsuko and Mashiro, apparently.
ああ。進みはどうだい？
どうかな。冬ま。
それじゃ。
期待に添えるように。
Yuri smiled upon hearing Natsuko's reply. Natsuko enjoyed spending time having a quiet conversation with Yuri after Mashiro went home.
それとね、今日は2冊本。
へえ。
1冊目はね、南米の作家さんの本で、ある一族の2冊目はね、夢をテーマにした連作だよ。例えば、
なるほどね。どっちも。
それと、孤独。
Yuri was quite the bookworm. She wasn't picky about genres either. She made sure to read at least one book a day regardless of genre. And at the end of the day, she'd give Natsuko her
ち
impressions.
なみに、こんな素敵なセリフが天から落ちた星のかけらを、私、そうして100年、お墓のそばで、
むちゃくちゃ言うな。
でもそういった女性にね、男の人は待っていると即答するの。そして本当にたった一人で100年間待っちゃうの。
え？
違うんだよ。なのに 100年前と同じ。
へえ、綺麗な話だ。
でしょ？ロマンチックでしょ？ね、ヒコリンならどう？
さすがに待っているって即答するのは難しいだろうけど、それでも約束したのならきっと
だよね、ヒコリン。
それだけがと。
Natsuko and Yuri smiled at each other. To read books and do some knitting, such was Yuri's daily life. She didn't go to school nor work nor even step outside the house, and it was Natsuko's responsibility to protect that daily life. There were circumstances behind why Yuri never left the house. It all revolved around a certain incident that occurred oh god, okay. Back in those days, Yuri was still a laid-back girl, but she was far more active. Natsuko would take Yuri and Mishiro along exploration adventures to various places, but one day, as a result of his own actions, Natsuko exposed Yuri to a life-and-death situation. Burned in Natsuko's memory was a fire. Her sounding alarm and flickering red light. Natsuko and Yuri trapped. Yuri's crying voice. Just remembering gave him the chills. Natsuko constantly regretted his actions for these past 9 years. I must never do that again. Natsuko is still emotionally scarred. But Yuri's scars were probably far deeper than his. Unfortunately, her parents passed away in a traffic accident, leaving her without a single relative. Natsuko's mother took custody of Yuri out of compassion, but by the time, the repeated tragedies had already taken their toll on the young girl's heart. Ever since the day, Yuri was extremely afraid of going outside and shut herself up in the house. Nobody could convince her to go outside, not even by force.
Nah.
3 days after she began to live life in the Takawa residence, Natsuko stilled himself and tried to talk her out of concern that she'd never leave the house.
嫌って、そういうわけに。嫌なの。このまま学校にも行かないで。ほら、僕が一緒に。
The moment Natsuko tried to pull her by the hand, Yuri burst into tears. Yuri cowered in fear as she cried.
Yuri.
Yuri twitched when Natsuko tried to lend her a helping hand. She froze still as a rock, and then all he heard from her was heavy breathing. Natsuko could do nothing but stand there at a loss for what to do. Day after day, nothing changed. She would cry, she would suffer migraines, she'd have difficulty breathing. Fear of the outside was so strong that it resulted in physiological issues. I cannot talk. Okay. A year later, Natsuko gave up trying to make Yuri go outside entirely. He was afraid he'd break Yuri's heart. And without Yuri ever going outside again, 8 more years passed. PTSD, huh? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Psychological condition stemming from extreme situations like life and death experiences. Yuri still suffered from PTSD today. Her symptoms included flashbacks or nightmares about her past experience. She tended to avoid the things that served as the sources of her trauma. Panic disorder also accompanied these symptoms. It was classic PTSD. I changed her. Yuri merely lived a quiet life within these walls without her leaving the house. It hurt Natsuko's heart to think about her situation, but Yuri was keenly aware that it distressed him, and so she would always look at him with a compassionate look on her face.
どうしたの？ヒコリン。また昔。
え？
ヒコリンはこの家に住まわせてもらってるし、ヒコリンがいて、マシロンがいて、今は。
Yuri spoke with a gentle smile, very clear and somehow ephemeral smile. Indeed, despite her fragile heart, she was perfectly willing to let Natsuko stay by her side. So in turn, Natsuko vowed to always live up to that smile. It's my duty to stay by her side and watch over her. His bond with Yuri made his relationships with classmates seem almost inconsequential in comparison. Adding Mishiro into the mix meant he was more than content with the interpersonal relationships he already had. With that in mind, Natsuko returned
あり
Yuri's
がと
smile.
う。こんなこと言ったら怒られるかもしれないけど。
Yuri looked a bit lonely when Natsuko said this.
でもね、
何？
ヒコリンとマシロンの仲がちっとも進展しないことだよ。私、邪魔してないかな。
なんでさ。
だってマシロンあんなに
何言ってんだよ。あいつが優しいのは僕に対してだけじゃないって。
Natsuko rushed to find an excuse to avoid getting Yuri the wrong
困った
idea.
人を見過ごせないってのがあいつのモットーなんだよ。
本当かな。
ほんと。それにあいつ全然男に興味ない。どっちかっていうと女の子の方に興味があるね。
Despite his excuse, Yuri just shot him a dubious look.
なんてね。
She eventually said with a smile.
悪い冗談だぞ。
素敵な恋の話を読んだから、たまにはこんな話、しどろもどろになるヒコリンが面白くて。
叶わない。
Natsuko and Yuri exchanged smiles, and thus they leisurely spent their time in peace. The room was filled with not love, but not friendship, but absolute peace of mind transcending either. And after a little bit, they talked about Yuri's third book of the day. Before they knew it, it was already late at night.
もう
Before Natsuko realized it, Yuri's sleepy eyes were drooping too.
そろそろ寝ようか。
Yuri said as she stood up.
今日はいろいろなことがあったね。
ああ、明日は何事も。
Natsuko mused as he carried the cups to the kitchen and dumped Yuri's milk into the sink.
それじゃあおやすみ。
And with that exchange of words, Natsuko went to turn off the lights in the living room. When suddenly, he heard a soft voice from behind him.
ねえ、ヒコリン。ヒコリンは怖いと思ってるよね。
Well, if you're wearing pants, I hope they're not brown.
Huh?
Natsuko jumped back and looked at Yuri.
怖いって。
今の穏やかな生活を繰り返しの日々が繰り返しじゃなく
Yuri's silhouette rose out from the
穏や
darkness.
かに暮らしているのは何かこう自分だけなら大丈夫でも
Yuri's tone of voice was different from usual. What's going on? Yeah, you're freaking me out too, buddy. You need to quit and go to bed. Go to bed. Sleep. Yuri's panic disorder had been triggered many times in the past before, but it had always been limited to when someone had tried to take her outside, but this is different. He wasn't trying to take her outside, and she didn't seem to be having a panic attack. Yuri continued in spite of Natsuko's
でも
confusion.
ヒコリンはもうあの頃のような子供悲しみを乗り越えられる強さを手に入れてるのかもしれないのに
ユーリ、何を言って。
Yuri was lit by the moonlight shining through the window, but the light was indistinct, leaving her expression
こ
ambiguous.
れからヒコリンの身には楽しいことも辛いこともだけどきっと
Yuri's prediction became gradually more ominous, which disturbed Natsuko.
ユーリ、もしかしてもう半分寝てるのか。寝ぼけてるんだ。
そんな当たり前の答えだと思う。
だっていつもならもう寝てる時間。
何時？
To answer her question, Natsuko took one look at his watch. And his eyes dropped. His eyes popped. Yeah, well, the shitting has begun. His watch had broken before he had realized it. The hands were frozen the same way they were this morning.
どうして。
Natsuko stared through the darkness at the dial in disbelief. The watch dial read 9:16, 6:19. Early morning, 6 days from today.
ヒコリン、聞こえる？ヒコリン。
Natsuko opened his eyes upon hearing Yuri's voice.
よかった。
あ
Natsuko strained his consciousness together as he stood up. He seemed to have had a dream in the short time he was unconscious. Through the smoke and smog, he rushed over to Mashiro.
夏彦爆発を
いや、
今がいつでどういう状況かわかる？
いつって。
He looked on his watch and reflex, but it had been broken. The moment he saw it, he remembered that today was September 16th. That's right, I'm trying to find a way out of this facility. Along the way, he encountered Yuri despite her never leaving the house, and immediately afterwards they got caught in an explosion. All around him were wisps of flame flickering in the air, perhaps due to the
ユーリ、
explosion.
逃げよう。
She and the other girls stood in confusion at Natsuko's exclamation.
ユーリがどうしたの？
いや、僕も驚。
She and the other girl looked around in shock. Yuri was standing in the smoke.
どうしてユーリが？家から出られないはずでしょ。
まさか、僕らが心配で。
The moment those words left his lips, an announcement rang over the intercom.
緊急放送です。ただいま施設内で多数の爆発が起きています。爆発は主に各非常階段付近で発生。今のところ第2エリア以降の非常階段は一部無事ですが、危険です。職員の皆様は。
He didn't understand why Yuri had come here, but there was no time to ask her.
こうなったらユーリも連れて4人で。サリュー、第1エリアのエレベーターは使えそうだったか？
You go up beside Mashiro and answered.
残念ながら止まっていた。地上に出るには無事な非常階段を探す。
じゃあ行こう。第2エリアはこの先だ。
Everyone nodded to Natsuhiko in consent, and they all started to run. As he ran, Natsuko muttered
あの日の
listlessly.
夢を見てたんだ。6日前。考えてみれば、あの日から初めてテレパシーを使ったのも、ユーリが予言めいたことを言ったのも。
ユーリが？
これから僕の身にはいろんな。なあ、ユーリ。
Yuri didn't reply. At that moment, they came across a closed gate at the end of the hallway.
今は
Apparently, the gate had warped slightly due to either explosions or the fires and was stuck shut.
夏彦引き返す。
いや、
The path back was blocked by flames. It was too late to turn back now.
仕方ない。手動でこじ開けよう。
They jumped at the gate and strained themselves hard. The gate creaked and started to open little by little. However,
どうしたマシュ。
爪が
on close inspection, part of it had torn off and blood was oozing from her finger.
大丈夫か？僕らだけでもじ。
Machido stepped back as the others returned to prying open the gate. Fire raged closer behind them. If they didn't act quickly, they would burn to death. Nevertheless, a certain feeling rose up in Natsuko's chest. That reminds me of something similar happened just the other day. What day was that? That's right. It was the morning after Yuri had made that bizarre prediction. The moment that had thought crossed Natsuko's mind.
予言したのはそれだけじゃないはずだよ。
Yuri whispered right beside him.
え？
The noise faded away into the distance, so all I could hear was Yuri's
悲
voice.
しいことも辛いことだけどきっと
Why is she saying that sort of thing now? No, how can she even tell me what I'm thinking? Those two questions came up into his head, but he formed neither of them into words. Yuri alone continued
あ
to
れ
speak.
からいろんな問いをヒコリンはそのと
Each word Yuri spoke sent shudders into Natsuko's mind.
だから思い出してどんな問いをかけられても
Silence filled the area. Not a sound could be heard. No, one sound could be heard. The ticking of a watch. Natsuko's eyes snapped to his watch. Before he realized it, the watch that should have been broken had begun to mark the passage of time once again. Possible how? The date and time displayed: 9/11, 6:29. Early morning 5 days ago. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. So that was like a whole... almost a whole hour's worth, hour and a half to 2 hours worth of gameplay before I even got to that.
はい。
え
Hearing some call out to him, Natsuko suddenly snapped out of his daze. She was there before his eyes. Huh? I'm at home. I had the feeling it was somewhere completely different just a moment ago. But there's no way he could have gone out this early in the morning. It was probably just his imagination. Am I still half asleep?
なんだっけって。手見せてみろって言ったの夏彦でしょ。
僕が
そうだよ。開かない瓶を無理した。
ああ、悪い。
He took a close look at Mashida's finger, and sure enough, there was a small wound on it.
痛そうだな。
Oh, Jesus. Natsuko took a bandage out of the medicine box and wrapped it around Mashida's
そ
finger.
そっかしいな。
Natsuko finished wrapping the bandage.
はい。
ありがとう。さーて、そんじゃパパッとご飯作っちゃうよ。ちょっと待ってて。
Okay, so with that said and everything said and done, so I'm going to stop here for now. Wow. I can't believe it's already been an hour. Or almost, it's been about 50 minutes, so... I'm not going to try to push it to the hour limit. I'll try to keep it at least a little around an hour. But I think that's about a good point. A little bit longer than the normal videos I normally make, but at least there'll be something to read. And I'm sorry if I'm skipping through the messages way too quick, but I can't... I figured y'all are pretty quick readers, so... In any case, I mean, if I'm going too fast or anything like that, or just too slow... I mean, worst case scenario, you can either pause the video, or, I mean, I can just wait a little bit longer, but I don't really want to make it past the hour mark. That would be too long of a video, and they're already long as they are, so... Other than that, well, I'll see y'all in the next video, fellas. Later.